All right, we're good. Okay. And we've got everybody muted too. So, all right, well, let's not waste any time because we've got a ton of info to cover. So, all right. First of all, I want just to give you a quick introduction, tell you who I am. Most of you I know, but a lot of you, there are a few of you that I don't. And since we're recording this, there may be other people who don't. So my name is Ashley Lutz, and I'm a former teacher. I am a homeschool mom of 2, and I joined Plexus in April of 2014. I started purely for weight loss. I did not think these products could offer me anything else. So I joined like a lot of people because I wanted to lose a few pounds. I started as a wholesale ambassador with less than zero interest in selling these products. I didn't have time, or so I thought, and I wasn't interested in this as a business. About 3 weeks in, I posted something randomly on Facebook about this pink drink I was drinking with no interest in selling the product, just kind of, musing and rambling like I often do on Facebook, and my inbox blew up. And the next thing I knew, I had a business. I was selling products to friends and family. People were messaging me like crazy. What is it? What does it do? How do I get it? And so what I had no interest in doing, I quickly found myself doing without a lot of knowledge of what I was doing. So for example, I had to message my friend Carrie and ask her, do I have a website? I didn't even know if I had a website. So I've been new and I know what it's like to be new. I am now a Ruby ambassador with Plexus. So that's like the top 0.5% of the company, which I never dreamed in a million years. But it just goes to show that it is possible, and I know that it is possible for all of you. So let's talk a quick minute about the company, about Plexus. Plexus started as a breast health company. Their first and only product when they started was a breast check kit. And the ambassadors that started in this company, that is what they did their business and what they worked their business doing. Going out, doing demonstrations, presentations, and selling these breast check kits. Then, shortly after, they developed a breast cream. At the time, it was called breast cream. It was actually meant for people with radiation scars from breast cancer. That's what the product was meant for. But it was an amazing product, and a lot of people, whole families were using it for various skin issues. And they renamed it a body cream, the Plexus body cream, because people were using it all over, and it wasn't just a women's product. So those 2 products were the flagship products for our company. So even though we are most well known for the pink drink for Plexus Slim, that is not the first product that Plexus had. So companies you should know about our company, Plexus is a debt-free company. That's a really big deal because it means that we're not operating under a mountain of debt. So our company is stable. It means that we are financially secure, and it means that we're not going anywhere. Plexus just built a brand new corporate headquarters, and they built that on an acreage of land that they have a 90-year lease on. So our company isn't going anywhere. It is very stable, and you can feel good knowing that we're operating with a company that believes in being debt-free, and that kind of filtrates into everything that they do. It just means that they are conscious of how they're spending their money, how the company is spending its money. We are a client of Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley is a big deal in the financial world. Facebook and Google are also clients of Morgan Stanley. So when someone mentions, I personally have never had anyone call this a pyramid scheme, but if anyone ever does, mention that to you, you can just be rest assured that, first of all, pyramid schemes don't sell products, and pyramid schemes are illegal, and Morgan Stanley doesn't back pyramid schemes. So We made the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing private companies 2 years in a row. So that's also a big deal. I tell you all of that because I want you to understand that the company that you have joined is top notch, that we're secure, that we aren't going anywhere. And not only that, but this company cares so much about its ambassadors. There have been times that they've reformulated products, pulled them completely off of the assembly line, and remade them because the ambassadors have wanted a specific ingredient removed or something else changed about the product. When we talk, they listen. Over 50% of the profits that the company brings in are paid back to the ambassadors. This is a company you can feel good about being a part of. When you paid $34.95, what you bought for yourself was a replicated website for you to send your customers to. You don't have to do anything to set that website up. It is already set up for you. If you go right now, and hopefully you're smarter than I was and you know what your website is. If not, you need to know what your website is. It will start with shopmyplexus.com / and then whatever you chose as the ending. A lot of people did their first and last name, but you might have chosen something else. And that is the website that you will give out to people when they ask you about Plexus. So when you bought that website, you don't have to do anything to set it up or maintain it. You also do not have to pay a monthly fee for hosting, for the company to host that website for you. You bought that when you joined this company. You get a fully staffed customer service center that your customers and you are able to call and get help with product questions, back office issues, shipping, all of that. You have access to people who are doing that for you. You have a shipping department. You don't have to deliver products to people. They come directly to their door. People can order products through your website. You don't have to take their money. You don't have to carry inventory. You don't have to deliver anything. So you have a fully stocked shipping department. And not only that, you have an amazing business opportunity. And what I mean by that is in this company, there is no cap on your salary. So you can make as much as you want to put into this business. There's no limit on how much you can earn. You can outrank and pass up the person above you. So there is nothing holding you back in this business. You have bought yourself a very well, a business that is secure, that is run by an amazing company, and everything is provided for you. You have training. You received a success kit when you joined if you bought a welcome pack that looks something like this. Hopefully you have opened that. And if you haven't, I suggest that that's your homework, that you open that up and check it out. There is so much information in this little box, and it's going to help you phenomenally if you use it, if you make use of it. So one of the things you will find in there is you will find a quick start guide. If you haven't looked at this, this is going to give you some quick 1 through 10 steps of things you can be doing to get your business off on the right foot. Some of them you may have already done. You can check those off. If you haven't done these things, I would recommend that you start here and take a look at this. The other thing you're going to find in there is a complete brochure on our compensation plan. A lot of the questions that I get asked from new ambassadors deal with how we get paid and our compensation plan. And you have a booklet that gives you all of that information right here, including an index at the back. If you see us talking in our team group about something you don't know what it is, like a business building bonus or PV, you can look those terms up in the back of your index and you can find out exactly what those things are. So you don't have to feel like we're talking in lingo that you don't understand. This is an invaluable resource. You'll notice that I have post-it noted some pages here because that is something that I reference a lot. This booklet is broken up into different sections, and I would recommend that you take a look at those, maybe one section a week or every couple of days. Take a look at this because this is pretty much, I mean, I hate to say this, but this is kind of your Plexus Bible. Essentially, pretty much everything you need to know about how to run your business well including tips on social media, how to follow up with customers, what to say, everything that you need to know is in here. You have that when you joined, you've got that success kit, so make use of it. All right. So, how do we get paid in this business? I'm not going to talk too much about the nitty gritty of all of our compensation plan because there are some great videos out there, and I can link those up or I can bump them up on our team page so that you can look at them. But there are people way smarter than me, way more well-spoken than me, who can tell you exactly how we get paid and the compensation details of our comp plan. But I will tell you this, I've done direct sales before. I did work another company a few years ago, and I never truly made anything in that company. I bought supplies, I bought samples, I paid gas to get to parties, postage for invitations, but I never really made anything. And I am telling you, the compensation plan that Plexus offers is second to none. You can start making an income. Whether you want to pay for your products or whether you want to pay your mortgage, you can start doing that this month. Real money, not product credits, actual paycheck that you can get in this business. So we get paid 5 times a month. Once a month, we get paid on our personal volume, products that we've ordered or products that have been ordered through our website, and points that we earn that are associated with a dollar amount that we get paid on people who have joined us as ambassadors. So when someone joins your team, you get, if they're on your first level, meaning they signed up using your website, you get 5 points for them. And each month, that point is attributed to a certain dollar amount, and it fluctuates. It's a profit sharing. And so they have some algorithm, the total number of ambassadors and the total products sold, and they figure out what that point value is. Right now, it's roughly $2.80, somewhere, give or take. So if someone is under you, you sponsor them, they are a wholesale ambassador, or they are your level 1 right under you, then you get 5 points for them if they have $100 in product, personal volume, PV, that goes through their website. So once a month, we get paid on that. Let's say you sold $500 in product and you had 2 ambassadors who are on your team. So you would get paid for those points and those sales once a month. We get paid on the 15th of each month for the sales from the previous calendar month. It's always the first day of the month to the last day of the month. And we get paid the following month on the 15th, although it usually is a few days sooner. You also have the opportunity to earn a weekly paycheck with Plexus, so we can get paid up to 5 times a month. Those weekly paychecks are what we call business building bonuses. And so when someone joins you and they buy a welcome pack, you get a bonus on that welcome pack. If they buy a $99 welcome pack, you get just under $25. If they buy a $199 welcome pack, you get just under $50. And those bonuses are paid out weekly. So you can get paid on your welcome pack bonuses and your monthly commission, so you can actually earn a pretty nice paycheck with Plexus. Okay, so if you're wanting to see the actual compensation plan with all of the details, that is in your back office when you log in. At the top of the screen, you're going to look under the tab that says Tools. And under Tools, there's a whole list of all kinds of great info. And one of those sections is Compensation Plan. And you will find a PDF with our compensation plan summary chart. And that's where you will find all of the information about our compensation plan. So, like I said, there are some really great videos, and those videos will explain kind of how we get paid and how many people it would take ordering products from you in order for you to earn your products free. And I will say that when you're starting out, the majority of your paycheck is going to come from commission. It's going to come from that percentage of sales that are going through your website. So when you're starting, when someone orders, you get a preferred customer, I'm sorry, not a preferred customer, you're gonna get a personal volume. So let's say they order the triplex as a customer, and let's say you get $115 in PV. So that means you are going to get 15% of those sales. And once you reach $500 in PV, then you bump up to 25%. So $500 is a great goal. So that does include your own products and any other products that people order through your website. So if you get that 25%, you know, that's honestly, that's really the best way to go. And it usually only takes 2 or 3 customers to get you there if you're ordering your own products as well. So while we're talking about that, let's talk about a couple other things. First of all, when someone joins you and they join as an ambassador, I don't recommend that you promote the wholesale option to people unless they want to work the business or they are consistently purchasing at least $100 a month in product. So, you know, they're going to buy that triplex every month religiously, or they're buying for themselves and a spouse or a child. Here's the thing. If someone joins at the wholesale price, they get their website and all of that, but they're only buying 1 bag of Slim a month, then you are not getting paid on them because you're only getting paid on those people who have joined you and are ordering $100 a month to be an active ambassador on your team. So think about that, and you just keep in mind that if someone is wanting to, you know, don't push someone, don't recommend to them, oh, you could get the wholesale price, you should sign up as an ambassador. If they're only ordering a bottle of Probio 5 every month, they're better off as your customer. You benefit from them being a customer. If someone orders for 3 months in a row consecutively, then they get an additional 10% off as a preferred customer. And that puts them pretty close to wholesale price. So hang on just a minute here. Somebody is not muted. So let me see here. Okay. I think I got everybody out. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. So when someone wants to order from your website, I always recommend that they order as a preferred customer. Here's why. First of all, everyone gets a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if they order as a preferred customer, they're not locked into any, you know, they don't have to have a minimum order for so many months. They can go in and cancel that order at any time. They can change or edit their order, add products or delete products at any time. I tell people ordering retail is like going to Kohl's and buying something at full price that's not on sale without a coupon. It's just silly. There's just no reason for that. So not only do they benefit, they save at least $5 per product, sometimes more, ordering preferred over retail. Friends don't let friends buy retail. That's my philosophy. So I have no retail customers because they need to order preferred because it saves them money and we want them to save money. And when they order preferred, you also receive a bonus for those products. For example, if they order a bag of Slim as a preferred customer, not only do you get that 15 or 25% of the value of that bag of Slim, you also get a $15 bonus each month that bag of Slim goes out. So it's not just the first time they order, every month that they order. If they get a triplex, it's the $20 preferred customer bonus. And you're going to find all those bonus amounts on that compensation plan summary chart that I told you was in back office under the tools tab. So I'm going to move on because we've got lots of other things to cover. But you need to know that preferred customers are going to help your paycheck grow. Not only that, you're helping your customers save money. They also receive a 10% bonus after their 3rd consecutive order. Now, that means they have to edit their order. They can't delete their order and create a new order. They need to edit their order through their website and add products or delete products. And we can talk about that another time. But okay, so for each customer that is ordering a triplex from your website, preferred, you are earning about $36. So let's say you had your friend, your coworker, and your next door neighbor, and they're both ordering a triplex, and you're ordering your triplex. You're making well over $70+ a month. So that goes a long way. 3 customers on average, 3 preferred customers ordering triplex will get you your own triplex paid for. So that's very doable. All righty, let's see here. I'm going to quickly buzz through some stuff on social media here, but I'm not going to delve too much into this because you have an amazing section in this book right here that is all about social media. So I will say quickly about social media. Your Facebook page is your storefront. So what I mean by that is what people think of Plexus is what they are going to think of when they engage with you on your Facebook profile. So I encourage you to be positive. I encourage you to eliminate drama. So complaining about your ex or your grown kids or your whatever, it's just, it's not good business. So when you joined this company and when you decided to work this as a business, your philosophy kind of needs to change a little bit about what it is that you post. I'm not the Facebook police. I can't tell you what you can and can't post, but I can tell you that if you're wanting to do business, you have to ask yourself, would I want to do business with me? So keeping your page positive, keeping it free of complaining. It's hard to sell products that are health products if you're complaining about your health. So I know that might step on some toes a little, but I've seen before where people are saying on one day that Plexus helps with their energy, and then 2 days later complaining that they're it just doesn't go together. If Plexus helps with your headaches and every other day you're complaining about a headache, people are going to wonder, are you actually using these products that you're talking about? You know what I mean? So the other thing I see a lot of is if you're a health company, you're representing health. If your page is full of dessert recipes day after day after day, whoo, girl, we got to get a handle on that. Boy, but man, woman, whoever, you know. So there is an option at the top of every post. When you post something on Facebook or when you're scrolling through and you see something that someone has posted, let's say you're scrolling and you see a really great post and you think, oh man, I'd like to use that sometime. I don't want to forget this. If you click on that, it's not an upside down B, by the way. It's a normal V. It's a upside down caret is what I was saying. If you click on that, there is an option that says Save Post. And then in your column on the left where it has groups and events and all that, if you scroll down, there's a button that says Saved. If you click that, it will pull up all of those saved posts. So anytime you see that great recipe that you're just dying to try and you don't want to save it to your Facebook wall, you can click Saved, and then when you want to find it later, you can go back into that saved category. And Karen's going to talk a little bit about that too. But it is so handy to be able to save those posts as you see them. Okay, the other thing you need to do is keep a good ratio. You need to post about Plexus, but you don't want to only post about Plexus. So you want to keep that ratio well balanced. I recommend like 20% Plexus posts, 80% personal posts. I've seen a 1-to-3 ratio. That kind of needs to be your call. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to overly sales your friends. I did that in the beginning. I lost a lot of Facebook friends. I had a lot of people unfollow me who have still never refollowed me. So learn from my mistakes. You do want to post consistently about these products, but it needs to be in a personal way. So what does that mean? That means take a picture of yourself holding your Slim as opposed to a company stock photo of Slim. That's how you make it more personal. Take a picture of your kids at dance lessons and talk about how you are so happy that you can pay for dance lessons this year with the income that you're earning with Plexus. That is a personal post versus putting up the chart of how much ambassadors get paid based on rank. That's more of a company stock photo. People scroll past graphics. They look like you're selling something. People ignore them, so they keep scrolling. If you post a picture of yourself, it's a lot more likely to get looked at than if you're posting information, graphics, product posts. When you're posting about a product, talk about the benefits of the product, not the features. People don't care what vitamin B does. People don't care what magnesium does. Tell me what it did for you. Don't say Plexus has done amazing things for me. Tell me what it's done for you. So don't say, it's been such amazing product. No, tell me, I sleep better. My energy's better. Tell me what it's doing for you. Those are the benefits. Talk about the benefits, not about the features. Does that make sense? Stories sell. Facts tell. So you need to make sure that the things that you're sharing are personal, less graphics, paint a picture, make it compliant. I could go on and on about that, but basically we need to be really careful that we're not talking about disease names or claiming that Plexus can cure anything. So if you have a post and you're not sure if you're allowed to say that, message your upline or ask someone in our team group. Make sure that you're trying to keep your posts compliant. That's all I'll say about that, because like I said, I really could go on and on about compliance. Our Plexus protocol is that it is totally okay to share someone else's post. If it's out there and they posted it, it's fair game. Now, the rule of thumb is that it's really helpful if you like their post and leave a little comment, something along the lines of, hey, this is great information, or, oh my gosh, I know what you mean. Slim has helped me so much too. Leave a little helpful comment, like their post. Anytime a post gets 3 or more comments, it starts showing up in more people's news feeds. Help your friends, help your fellow ambassadors, comment on their posts, help get them some more views on what it is that they're posting. Now, once you have liked and commented, then you are free to share that post. Please do not share, like literally click the share button, because a lot of times when people see a shared post, they just keep scrolling. Your friends want to hear from you. They want to hear what it is that you have to say. Save the picture, copy and paste the text, and repost that as a separate post, so it looks like it's coming from you. Now, you can't always do that, and sometimes you have to, sometimes it just works better to share. Use your discretion on that. All right. Now, another thing that's super handy is when you are on Facebook, you have the option both within our groups and, okay, see if you can see this here. Okay, up here at the top, it's not easy to see. Up here at the top, there's a search button where you would type in, like you're going to look for a friend. You can type in Plexus allergies, Plexus Crohn's. You can type in those things into the search, and what you're going to find is pretty much anything that's been posted on that was a public post. You're going to find tons of testimonies. You're going to find lots of stuff. Now, I don't recommend that you always repost that, because most of those are not compliant. But let's say you're working with a customer, you have someone say, do you think Plexus could help me with this issue? You can Google or you can do a Facebook search and get a great testimony that you could send to that person. So, all right. You cannot post the product prices in your Facebook posts with the exception of the $34.95. So please do not put the prices anywhere in your posts. Also, don't put your link to your website. And please, please, please do not say, message me if you would like more information. There is nothing more salesy than message me for more information. Website links, it's just like, first of all, if people look at your website, they don't even tell you that they did. They just click your link, they look at the products, they look at the prices. You don't even know who looked. So it's better if they message you directly and say, do you have a website? Because now you know who to follow up with and you know who was interested. Because if you're just putting your link in there, people click it, you don't even know who looked. So I recommend that you do that. Okay, I need to let Karen talk because we will not have time for all of her great info. So Karen, you can unmute yourself and then share a little bit with us about fitting how you fit this job, this Plexus gig into your nooks and crannies of your day.
Yes. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I know that it's easy to look at stay-at-home moms and think, well, it's, hey, you can be successful at this because you are at home with the kids all day and it's easier to fit it into your day. But I will say that I've started subbing now that my son is in school, and I've been in the schools a good bit. So I can relate to people who work full-time jobs and are trying to fit this business in. And yes, it's a little harder and it's a little trickier to find the time to do it when I'm gone the majority of the day, but it's still manageable and it's still doable. My thing is, where there's a will, there's a way. And if you really want to make it happen, then you can. I wanted to share just some basic things that you need to make sure that you fit into your day every single day to try to grow your business. Daily IPAs. They're called IPA, income producing activities. And I would say there's probably 4 that are the most important things to include, which would be messaging 1 new person daily, posting daily on Facebook, following up with potentials or customers, and then relationship building. So when you message 1 person a day, I would start off with people that have issues that Plexus can help with. And that can be reaching out to a friend who deals with headaches, or a friend who's trying to lose weight or struggles with sleep. And just tell them that you have something that you think will help them, and ask them if they would be willing to meet for coffee one day so that you can share more, or if they want a sample. But that would be who I would start with for people that I would message daily. But you need to always be reaching out to new people that you're wanting to share what this product can do for them. And then as far as scripts and conversation starters, for those people, Ashley's going to be putting some awesome stuff in the team page soon. So be on the lookout for that, on different scripts and things to say when you're trying to message somebody for the first time. So that'll be on there. I won't spend time talking about that right now. But posting daily on Facebook, Ashley talked about that, but that is free advertisement. That's probably the easiest and quickest and biggest way to reach as many people as possible at one time. I mean, think about all the friends on your Facebook friends list. You post something and they're seeing it. So don't go a day without posting about Plexus in some way on Facebook. And then following up with potentials or customers. If you've given out a stick of Slim to somebody for a sample, follow up. If you have a customer, follow up. Or if you've been talking to a potential about how this can help them, I would make sure that you're doing that each day as well. And then relationship building. This business is built off of relationships. So if you're on Facebook, make sure that you're saying happy birthday to the friends on your list who have birthdays that day. Make sure that you're commenting on how cute their Halloween costumes were, or all that Santa brought them. Just make sure that you're being interactive with your Facebook audience, and that it's not just about Plexus and you and them, but that you're building the relationships with them as well, because that will eventually lead to them coming to you when the time comes for them to want to give Plexus a try. Some things that you would want to do just a couple of times a week would be watching training videos, reading personal development books, but this is not something that's going to bring in the big bucks. I know that I got stuck in the beginning with feeling like I had to know everything before I could do anything. And I watched and watched and watched all these videos, and I wasn't reaching anybody. I spent a good bit of time just watching videos and trying to learn, because I felt like I had to know it all before I could do anything. But this is an earn while you learn business. Hit the ground running, start getting the word out, start talking to people that you love and that you want to help, and figure it out as you go along. So watch the videos just a couple times a week, but don't feel like that's the most important thing that you have to do. Focus on reaching out, posting on Facebook, building those relationships, and following up. Just real quick, because we're running out of time. Waste. Yes.
Sorry, I was going to say, we only have a couple minutes left. Were you going to talk about the 3-way chats?
No. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes. When you have a potential or somebody on Facebook that talks about they message you and they want to know more information, make sure that you immediately offer to open up a three-way chat with that potential person and the person in your upline. And then you can, at that point, the upline, your sponsor will carry the conversation from that point on. They can talk to your potential, and you can kind of at that point see how the messaging goes. And once you've done that for a couple of times, then it'll be easier for you to know what to do. It's like you're kind of holding your hand. You're having your hand held through the process, and that'll help you in the future. Did I say that right, Ashley? Do you want to expand on that before we run out?
No, that's great. Basically, you're going to start a message just like you would to a person, except you're going to put two people in the subject instead of one. And now that becomes a group chat. And so your sponsor can help by asking the questions, and you can kind of see, okay, how do we get this from? Are we asking questions about their health issues? How do we recommend products? How do we answer objections? And how do we close the sale? And you can kind of see what that looks like, because your sponsor can kind of help you facilitate that the first few times. It's also great because if you're new, you feel like you don't know what to say, I don't know. And so if you ever do start a conversation with someone and you feel like you're stuck, like you don't know what to say next, or they asked you a question, go ahead and message your sponsor and say, hey, so-and-so, I'm in a chat. They're asking me this question. I don't know what to say. Help me. And they will help you kind of work through what to say next, what to ask. So, okay, guys, this was a great call. I know we don't have a lot of time left. I feel like we could do part 2, 3, and 4 because there's just so much to cover. But I will tell you, there are some amazing YouTube videos. Like Karen said, don't get